Today it's Friday, February 3rd, 2023. I don't know if it's gonna be a public video or unlisted. It's for a friend of mine. He brought his car, alright. Need to check the external wastegates because it's boosting more than it's supposed to be, especially on the low gears and spinning tires. And what you're expecting? 2JZ, right? Yay! So, one external there, the other external there. The connection for how it's getting boost, it's not the ideal for me at least. And another thing that I mentioned yesterday, to have the sensor, this pressure sensor, right, for the back pressure. If you have the pressure sensor here on the down pipe, by putting it here, by placing it here, you check the back pressure that's creating from the exhaust, till the muffler, till the outlet. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to put somewhere, let us say the pressure sensor, put it on the exhaust manifold, on the turbo, on the hot side, before the hot side, to see what kind of back pressure is creating between the cylinder head and the hot side of the turbo. Now, to put the back pressure sensor, this pressure sensor, after, on the down pipe, this you're gonna do it only if you want to compare two different down pipes or a different exhaust system, to see how much back pressure has from the turbo, after the turbo, till the outlet. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if we can provide you any information, right? Well, in any case, let's be considerate because we don't have a time, because the car needs to be ready for today, right? Right. Yeah, let's start to see with the external what's going on. Let's take it out. Alright, I removed the cold side of the turbo. The O-ring looks okay, a little bit Vaseline after that for the installation. Alright, I separate the external wastegate here. I didn't have access to reach in one Allen bolt the tube to dump the gases. It's here, the other one I have it here. Alright, and both externals, the cold side of the turbo, I can clean it up a little bit, this one. You don't have to have a lip here and this bullshit, that's okay. And then you have also the white pipe. Take a look. This is because they torque it down too much here and they bend it. It's not the ideal. It's working, right? Yeah, it's working. If it's working, you can move on. Let's get both externals and go inside of the engine room to run some tests to see first how much it's the stroke, how much it's opening, and what spring has inside, how much boost need to win the spring. What else? It's supposed to be okay because the problem was over boosting on the lower gears. And like I've said before, it depends the spring that you're gonna use. If, let us say, you put 1 bar spring, 15 psi example spring, that's the minimum boost that you can make. Alright, I have mentioned that 1 million times with the wastegates, with externals. Let's get it inside and start working on it, to close it, to prepare it, to send it back. Alright, back inside the engine room. Alright, compressed air here, boost, and the manometer over there to see when they're opening. Now, the pistons and the manometer. Alright, I'm applying some boost. Let's see when start moving the piston or the valve of the external. 1 bar, it's not moving at all. 1.5, 2 bar, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. We have some action there. It's moving down the pistons. 2.3 to 2.4 bar. Alright, so that's the minimum boost. Now, let's block this one to see the single one, because they might have some small difference. Alright, now do not expect any movement from this external. You're gonna move only this external, because I block it, clearly. .3, 2.35. Start moving at 2.3 to 2.4, yeah. Alright, more than 30 psi. Alright, clearly, that's why you have in the first, second gear more than 2 bar of boost, more than 30 psi of boost. Need to change the spring, because that's it. You're not gonna be able to make less boost than what has a spring. Alright, I know one thing for sure, this is not 1 bar spring. This combination is not gonna give you 1 bar. Alright, there is also dirt here. Yeah. Fine, let's adjust it to be at 1 bar, right? Because they need the car, and I'm not gonna be able to lap the seat here for the valve, for the external or something. Just one quick clean, blowing with air actually outside. Choose the correct spring to give us 1 bar, and that's it. And then putting it together. You need to go away the car today. I have one small problem here. What's the small problem? If I make a combination of these two springs, it's giving to me 1 bar, 15 psi. Alright? I have a spring like this. I have this one. Alright? I don't have another one like this. I don't have the same like this. These are the 3 that was inside of the external. Alright? It's important, since you have 2 externals, it's important to have the same spring with the same turns, same coil. Alright? Obviously same tension. You don't want to change the stroke or something of the piston. You want both externals to run the same. Fine. Now, I can get different spring, I can modify it, I can cut it like what I have done million times before. Alright, example like this one, and I can make it both of them to be at 1 bar. Alright, it will not gonna be, if I modify 2 same springs, if let us say I don't want to modify the springs that came with external. Alright, it doesn't belong to me, belongs to you. Fine. So this is not an option. I already try and make a combination. This is 1.7 bar by itself, and this is the rest. Okay, so none of this combination, but if you put alone, separate, this one is 1.7, if you put this one it's 0.8, something like that. Give me 1 minute, man. You see that I'm recording. Alright. The fuck, where I was now? In any case, forget about the springs. If I had 2 of these blue springs, let us say, I can modify it, cut it, and I can use them one for the other one. It's not a big deal. I have done this before. I have only 1. For this one, I have only 1. This is very light. I already tested. And this, and this, and this, obviously. So it will gonna help a lot if I knew the back pressure that's building between the exhaust valve till the hot side of the turbo, how much will gonna be the back pressure there, until it reaches at 1 bar of boost. That's how much the minimum. If let us say there was a back pressure by 0.3 bar, 0.4 bar, this you are adding it on the spring to end up to be 1 bar. Because if you apply force here from the gases of the back, from the back pressure, you're gonna add on the spring. That means you might put 1 bar spring inside and might maintain, let us say, 0.7 bar, because the 0.3 bar is gonna be the back pressure. Okay, until it kicks in the boost solenoid, the regulator, until it kicks in and puts some boost on top of this to maintain 1 bar, until it reaches at this point. You see that, you know that it might not be 100%. It depends how's the connection on the wastegate. It depends what on the solenoid, on the boost solenoid, and depends what they're doing from the ECU. Now, I said to my friend, Omar, he called you and he told you to bring whatever springs you have to make one combination to make it at 1 bar. Let's see. I haven't touched yet the other. The other one's still here. I haven't touched it. When you come here, I'm gonna open it in front of you to see how many springs has inside and how much it is, how much pressures need to open. That's it for now. Waiting, standing by. Alright, now 1 bar target, 1 bar. I'm checking first this one. This is still blocked, and then I'm gonna cut it to see both of them together. Target, it's like I said, 1 bar. Alright, 1 bar, and you see that slightly open, and it is right at 1 bar. Nice. And the stroke, Amazing. It's wide open at 1.5 bar. It's wide open. Nice. Now let me cut also this cable tie from here. I need both hands. Give me a second. Alright, let's see that again. Both of them active, and we are going at 1 bar. Yeah, this is opening, the first one, this is opening a little bit earlier. It will gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. 1 second, let's see. Start opening 1 bar. Okay, this need to be a little bit more than 1.5 bar. This at 1.5 bar. It's okay, it's fine. It's gonna work fine. Yeah. So one it's at 1 bar exactly, and the other one it's the same, like 1 and some, well, not even 1.1. Small difference. Small difference. Nice, good. Back in business. This goes back to the owner. It belongs to you. Alright, let's install it, and that's it. Now you can be from 1 bar till wherever you want. It depends the back pressure. I asked the owner, he said to me, I don't have back pressure till 1 bar. I said okay, nice. If it was, let us say, I'll give you an example. If it was small, the turbo, big displacement engine with a small turbo, like I said, if you have 1 bar spring here, you have back pressure 1 bar, until it reaches there, it's gonna win the spring, it's gonna start leaking out. Maybe you're not gonna reach on the target. Putting it back, that's it, over and out. Not bad, not bad. I have to take care also the springs, yeah, alright. In the box and finish the story. I brought also out the springs from the shock absorber. This for the inner spring of the shock absorber. Over and out, thank you. Have a nice weekend. By the way, Friday, yeah, for those who are not working on Saturdays, yay, lovely. Helpful. Instead of going outside on the big vise, I have this one for the transmission, and I put it on it. It's good.